I have been doing lots of trainings in corporates and other places, and most of the time we wonder why, like some people pick up, some people don't. Like if you actually study the result of what trainings we have given on particular topic, like if you see, Dronacharya taught 105 students, only one became Arjun. So what must be the reason for that? Like people are wondering why, like people in corporates, they spend huge money in trainings, and sometimes they don't get any result, or maybe the result is very less in comparison to what they have spent. So if I have to take this case of Dronacharya, he taught 105 students and one person became Arjun. He became very good in this Dhanushya Bana archery. So why was that like that? What do you think must be the reason like for that?
Why only one?
Why only one? 104 people couldn't do what Arjun could do.
Ambition,
Focus.
Yeah, that is also there. Focus is there, but anything else?
talent.
Or talent wise, yes, even Duryodhan was maybe as good as Arjun in
Yes.
so many things. But
Devotion, total devotion.
yeah, there are so many factors, but we'll talk about this paradigm today. So that is one of the major factors. Like I have been wondering about this. Like a lot of people I discuss the outcomes of the trainings, and then after I came across this subject, I understood what exactly is happening. So we'll discuss that. You will also come to know what I want to mean, what I want to say. Now see, I will show you one photograph of a young beautiful girl. So please look at that photograph carefully. After this slide, that will be a photo of a young beautiful girl. Okay, around 20 odd years old, young beautiful girl. Okay, you have seen this?
As a lady.
So you have seen this photo, no? You must have already.
Yes.
You have already seen this photo.
I've seen.
How many of you have already you have seen? You had seen them,
I've seen this photo, but I don't exactly remember it.
but you have seen this photo.
Can you see?
Yeah, but you can see a young beautiful girl in this photo. Right. Now the next thing I would like to show you a 80-year-old woman. You can see a 80-year-old woman here. No? Is this the same photo?
Yeah, it is.
So you are seeing the young beautiful girl in this photo also. Right or wrong? Right?
Seen both.
See, basically there is an old woman also. If you see carefully, this photo will show you an old woman also.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have seen that now.
The chin you can see.
Ah.
The chin in the black fur you can
That the chin of a young beautiful girl is a nose here. So if you take that chin as a nose, you will see another photo of old woman.
Because of hair, they are black, so I could not say it is an old woman.
Okay, eyes are black.
Yeah.
But if you see now, now you are seeing old woman here. Everybody is able to see that.
Yeah. I know it.
You need the old picture. See, this is what.
Neck here is the mouth. This is the chin.
Yes,
Yes.
and that mouth is maybe a ring or something.
Yes, yes, yes.
See now same photo where we can see a young girl and an old woman at the same time. Why it is like that?
Yeah, because when you say young, then the idea goes to the young.
Yeah.
When you say old, then the idea goes to what
Yeah.
you
Previous beliefs.
You explore the.
So that is what paradigm is all about. We have set notion about certain things, and if you actually, I will come to health also. Yeah,
Something like the eye sees what it wants to see.
yeah, what it wants to see. Like again, I will talk about.
When you told the young, we were trying to see the young woman. When we said the old woman, then we were trying to see the old woman.
Like this is what happens if you look at parenting also. When the child is small, he is always taught something, and he is told something. This is what it is. This is what it is. And whenever he goes out in the world, he has that paradigm set. This is what it is, and everything you will see in that lens. So now suppose you wear a blue chashma, which is completely dark blue, and you wear it for 15 minutes. Then what you will say about the word? It is a blue word or मुझे blue दिखता है?
No, because
you know that you're going blue.
So you're saying I'm seeing blue
certain
everywhere.
Colors get disillusion and certain colors become brightest in blue.
Yeah, so I will say कि मुझे blue दिख रहा है, मुझे blue दिख रहा है, I am seeing blue everywhere. But if you don't remove that spectacle for next 1 month, what you will say? Everything is blue. So that is conditioning, that is paradigm. So if somebody keeps on thinking about particular thing in such that particular way, it becomes his belief. Like I always say, belief is a lie which you believe. That is why there is a lie in that belief. So whatever lies, in this case also, if somebody has told you this is a beautiful young girl, you will see that as a beautiful young girl at the same time old. Yeah, because our mind is clouded with that opinion somebody which has thrust on. So like the same thing happens in parenting also. When the child reaches about 8 to 10 years old, his programming keeps on happening. So whatever is told goes inside it. Like yesterday only somebody was telling me there was a small child she is my relative only, but she was taken to one temple by her grandmother, and she was walking like her legs are paining, and that way she is actually bent and she is climbing. And the child also does the same thing. So she doesn't know, she doesn't have any pain in the knees, but she sees my grandmother is walking like this, so she will walk like that. So that kind of program, because they are open, the mind is clean. But it happens with us also. Like, so suppose I have never seen AC before, and then if I see this machine, whoever tells me whatever, that will be my paradigm. So if somebody has cancer, like he catches cancer, the doctor says you have cancer. So whatever he has heard about cancer, he will apply everything on him. And that is why I say the medicine is the biggest killer of humanity. So I will give few examples what actually happened because of medicines, and what could have happened if medicines were not given. So this is what paradigm is all about. But if I have to ask about paradigm, what it is actually, what is paradigm? Because see, what I believe is if somebody understands this, all his problems will be solved, because all our problems, like it is said that the problem is not a problem, the way you look at it is a problem. So when you start, there is one more saying that Dr. Wayne Dyer says, when you change the way you look at things, the things which you look at change. So it is all about how we are perceiving that. So in nutshell, what will be paradigm?
It's a unexpected jolt, or sometime change in the way you look at it.
Well, that will be paradigm shift. But now currently everybody will have paradigm for everything. Like we will have paradigm for everything.
Yeah.
So when you take some word or something, if I talk about whiteboard, you will have something in your mind. Concept. So paradigm exactly is what it is. Paradigm.
Your beliefs, values, everything your thoughts.
Yeah, that is.
It would be a set of beliefs, values, or everything.
Yeah, that is called mindset. So whatever mindset is, that is paradigm. So actually, mindset is also what? What is mindset is setting of mind. Now the way we see the word is what paradigm is. The way we see the word. Now in this this seeing, is that physical seeing or what? Mental seeing. It is not seeing. Actually, I see something that may not be what it is. So if I see something, but I will perceive something else.
That is why it is said now. We generally say seeing is believing, but it is other way around.
Believing is seeing. Very good, excellent. So what you believe is what you see. You're right.
The eye sees what it is trained to see.
What it wants to see, absolutely. So here the see means what you see with your closed eyes. Now that is our mind. Like you can close your eyes and actually go 1,000 kilometers away, and you can see what is happening. You can imagine. So what we see with those eyes is what mindset is all about. So when we see something, that is not what we see. We have that whatever concept about that particular thing that comes in picture, and we see the things.
It's a predomination what the mind has
Experience, and it has stored it. This is what it is. So in this, it is perceiving, understanding, interpreting. So whatever we are seeing is not seeing, we are perceiving that and understanding that. This is what it is all about. Okay. Now if you see this map, suppose somebody gives you a map of New York. So is map the territory? Is it same? It is not same. Like suppose I have to give you a map of California. I have not given you California. I have given you map. But the problem is, see, we have map of everything. So if somebody tries to go and achieve something, he has a map. Now, if he wants to go and achieve California, if he wants to go and win California as a city, he wants to go and control that. But his map is say New York. He will never be able to do that, because his map has to be same what he wants to go and achieve. So whenever we are trying to go and learn something from somebody, it all depends on what. It is not that what he is teaching us. It is what my map is all about. What I have already. So it is. I always say that training happens twice. Once when I tell something to somebody, and other one is what he tells to himself or herself. So that is a two-step process. So if I tell something, that is okay, one thing. But what he tells himself, yes, I'm going to do this, or yes, I believe in this. So let me. If he doesn't believe, if he has different map, he will not understand. So I'm talking about California. He has New York map. He will not understand at all. And see what is happening. So that is why trainings fail, because we are only trying to do the dressing of the wound. We are not understanding what is the root cause of this wound. So if I keep on dressing, it will never heal. It will always come up. So that is what healthy body is all about. If the person is not healthy, where is the root? So if somebody does paradigm shift of that root, he will be healthy. If he keeps on thinking the way he was thinking, if he thinks he is ill, he is sick, he will remain like that. No matter what medicines, whatever medicines you give him. Like same thing has been told in Munna by MBBS. So actually happiness is healing. If somebody is happy, he will be healed. So in that movie, the main concept is he tries to make everybody happy. Whatever people want to do, they love to, like that old man, he wants to play carom and he's happy. So he's not eating anything, so he gets carom and he makes sure that he comes and plays. And he plays, he's happy. And he says, okay, Jammanu love, and he drinks that juice and all that. Jadoo ki jappi. So basically, map is not territory. Now suppose somebody is given a map, wrong map. So what happens is, in most of the time trainings talk about behavior and attitude. So most of the trainings you will find in a word, they will talk about you should change your behavior. You should change your attitude. Now attitude is good, so altitude will not be a problem. If your behavior is good, you will achieve so many things. But please think about it. There is a man who wants to go to one place in Mumbai. So he has come to Mumbai and is searching for that particular place. Suppose he wants to go to Nariman Point Maker Chamber number 4. Now he has a map of Delhi. Now he has map of Delhi. He is come to Bombay and is searching for Maker Chamber 4. And he is trained to be to have good attitude, good behavior. So he is running faster and staying where he is. Like he is on treadmill. He is running very hard and saying, "Oh, I am doing so much of running. Where I am there only." Because he will never find Maker Chamber 4 in Delhi, where Mukesh sits. Even if he finds that building, Mukesh will not be there. So most of the time the problem is this. If you actually see our problems, they are not problems. Our mindset towards that problem is the problem. If we change that mindset, the problem will change. Now this person has to understand the map which I have is Delhi's map. It can never take me to Maker Chamber 4. But trainings are so superficial that they are looking at your behavior, not the inside this paradigm. So here the person will try very harder. He will have speed. Like it is said that in today's business environment, it is not how big you are. It is the speed which matters. So if you see companies, they are small like Infosys. They started with 5 people. They grew very big because they were nimble footed. They used to take decisions faster. Now they have gone. They have become so big. Now bureaucracy has crept in. So decisions have become slower. Now nobody comes up and again overtakes Infosys because they are faster. Here they will take time. 2 people have to, 4 or 5 people have to sign before the thing is approved. So that is how the companies go up and then they come down. Like that is what is called God, G-O-D. All companies also operating G-O-D. They generate some concept, they operate that concept, become successful, and ideally they should destroy it. Otherwise it will get destroyed. It is life cycle. Company life cycle, your human life cycle. We get birth, we grow, we succeed, and then we again go back to. That is what said, we come from nowhere, we are now here, and again will be nowhere. So nowhere to nowhere is a journey, but we think we will be always here. And we take pride in the now here and do everything thinking we will be here forever. But we are going to, the day we are born, we are walking towards death. And actually, why we celebrate birthday, I don't know. Because actually, I'm walking towards it.
Yeah.
Yes, I tell you, that is the
Actually,
truth.
truth.
1 year closer.
In fact, we are closer to death. Like no, they talk about failure. Suppose you have failed for 10 times. I tell them that you are closer to success. So it is same thing here. So every year gone is closer to. So here in this case, even attitude, he will like the condition will be he should be positive. He should be happy always, so that he will achieve. But what he will achieve? He is in Delhi. He can do anything. All of these two things he can do, but he cannot achieve anything. So that is why most of the time people talk about positive thinking, which is totally wrong. It has to be positive believing. Unless he believes what he is going to get, he will not get it. Thinking is I will get. Believing is I have got. So I am already there. So in the positive believing stuff, he will actually search what is going wrong, why I am not finding that building, rather than just running around. So these two things people talk about, but that will not lead anywhere unless the map is clear. So most of trainings are focusing on these two. The correct map only will give you. Now it is similar. We stand depends on where we sit. So now suppose you get up, you will be there only. You can't get up in Churchgate right now. So right. So we have a mindset. So there we sit. With that mindset we sit. Sitting is in a way we are sitting that we have set mindset and we have sat on those things.
Accept the fact.
We accept the fact. So even if you want to go somewhere, you will get up. You will be there only first thing. So you have to first find out that I am here with this map. I am trying to go there, which has got different map. First, we have to accept that this map is not that map. But if I have this map conditioning and trying to find something there, it will never come. And this is the biggest problem. If you see, it is for health or success or career or relationship, everywhere. It is all about our map, our thinking map. Like I discussed it last time, like whatever we like, we are all frequencies. So whatever we want, that is at a frequency, we are at a particular frequency. So if I am at X and what I want is Y, I will never get it. So in my mind, like this body is oscillating, and when I talk about car, so my mindset is suppose say a 10 lakh worth car. So the 10 lakh worth car feeling, having a 10 lakh rupees worth car is a feeling, that is a frequency. So I am oscillating a 10 lakh rupees car. Now somebody talks about 1 crore rupee car, it will be alien to me. Because my paradigm is, how can somebody spend 1 crore for a car? So I will refuse that. So a 1 crore car is a success. And success is something which is hugely different than what you are today. If you are having 1 lakh or 10 lakh rupees car, and if you buy something for 12 lakh, it's not success. So 10 lakh car to 1 crore is a success. But my mindset will not allow me to accept that. So instead of working on getting that car, I should change my mindset to, I should be able to receive that mindset, that frequency, then I will get it. It is said that people keep on thinking, "Mereko paisa kamana hai. But I would say, like we say, ventilation. If I open the door, air will not pass through. If I open this door, air will pass through. Same thing with money. If I have plans to spend that money in whatever way, maybe I will invest and I will do this, I will do, money will come. But if I don't know what I'm going to do with that money, I am actually not believing that money will come. If I don't have plans to how I'm going to spend that money will not come, because that money doesn't know what he's going to do about it.
So you're blocking the idea
I'm
of
blocking.
the money.
I'm actually blocking because I'm not in that phase of that frequency of having that kind of money, that big money. So most of the time people, instead of trying to search problem outside, the solution outside, the solution is inside. It applies to even health and everything, especially health. Because health is whatever doctor says, we take it as a gospel truth. So that one has to first understand what he's saying is, no, that is again a map, a mindset, that is what he's going to say is right. Okay. Now if you see this example, if you see what I am trying to say, there is a man who is traveling in a local train. Somebody else comes up and with his two sons, and wo jo do bacche, they are just running around in the train and creating problem for everybody. So this is a scenario. So you are sitting in that train compartment. What you would think? These two boys are uncontrollable, and the father is also not trying to control them. Father is also sitting just like that, and they are just creating ruckus there and throwing things from here and there and running around here and there. So if you are there, what you will talk to that father is sitting next to you? What you will tell him? Chup beta.
It's
Sorry.
a nuisance value, how to do it, because they are children, they're going to play. And you have
Just
to-
stand near the window.
as you have to, as you have to accept
Put them near the window.
Other passengers.
But they are just now.
But they don't know what to do. They can't go out of the
They can't go, train is running. But actually, we'll complain to the father, like what you are doing here, usko batao. No,
You don't enjoy it.
somebody will enjoy also.
Complain
Somebody
or
will enjoy.
suggest or-
Have fun with it.
That is also a good way. Like Pulesh Pandey had said once that if something is irritating you, try to enjoy that. Otherwise, the irritation will go up. If you try to enjoy that, and that irritation will go down. So this is the case. But you know what? Somebody spoke to his father and said, "Why? What is happening?" You know, ask them to sit down. Then the father explained what. Now the paradigm is these boys are useless. They are quit. Now what father said? The father said they were just coming from hospital, and their mother died few minutes back, and now they are totally clueless what to do. They are so much in pain, and they just are lost. They don't know what to do, and they are just running around because there is that nervous energy. Something is happening to them. They cannot just sit idle because their whole world has crashed.
They can't express.
They can't express, and they are just running helter. And the father is just not doing anything because he wants that it should get vented.
It's a beautiful example. When you know the fact,
Our totally mindset
Changes
towards those.
that incident. So we see differently. We see things differently. We see things differently, and we see also differently. And then everything changes, like our reaction to it. Like we think differently, we feel differently, and we behave differently. Then we will be more sympathetic towards them. We'll say let them run around, and in fact. So see what one dialogue of that father changed the whole thing, because that changed, that made your paradigm shift from one map to other map.
non-acceptance becomes an acceptance.
Acceptance. In fact, you would say let them do. You would be
Sympathize.
sympathy, whatever starts happening. So only that map changed, and if we don't have that map, like why they are doing that, we'll be looking at the same incident with irritation. So same thing with our life. So many things are happening. We look at them with irritation, but that map is inside us. If we try to change that, why it is happening like this? What it is going to tell me? How it is going to help me? Like Dhirubhai Ambani used to say that stumbling block is a stepping stone. So every time you face a problem, you have to ask yourself what it is trying to teach you. And in the book Alchemist also the basic is that only. So God talks to you through problems. So when he is giving you problem, he is trying to tell you something. You overcome this, you will go there. You will reach a higher plane. So that's the only way God will talk to you through pain. But people are so engrossed in that pain, they don't understand the message behind the pain. So we have to find out why it is happening like this, and then if you change that, if you make that paradigm shift, everything will be okay. Now that behavior which was unbearable became bearable. In fact, you would encourage. Same situation, you are reacting differently. That irritation is gone. Again, the problem is not a problem, it is the way you look at the problem. So now they started looking at the problem in a different way. In fact, if you see, most of the times when I do parenting lectures, most of the time parents come up with a complaint that he is doing this, he is doing this. And believe me, they have set the map. A 4 or 5 year old child says, आलू की सब्जी मुझे नहीं चाहिए, I don't like this. Where it came from? What do you think where it came from? He is saying this is what I don't want. Now aloo is what I will not touch. Why?
Somebody in the family also might be.
Yeah. So he sees father not touching some sabji. Now all kids want to be big in their mind. They want to show off that I am big. So अब पिताजी बोल रहे हैं ये सब्जी नहीं तो मैं भी ये सब्जी नहीं खाऊंगा. So that I will be somewhere near him. Like we all, like Amitabh used to have the particular hairstyle or the way he used to wear clothes. So people used to follow. Like that trend comes. Same thing. The child is following his father. So the mother and father, they have created a map, and now they are cribbing that. Now they took a map of Delhi, and now they are cribbing I am not in Delhi. Why I am in Bombay? But they have taken a map of Delhi and they have actually gone to Delhi. So they have to change the map, then they will come to Mumbai. So in parenting, this is the best because the child is a clean slate. He comes and we actually create a map around him. By the age of 9, he will say, thank you very much, now map is fixed, I will take care of myself. And then he will take that map, what we have given to him, and he will lead his life. And then he will do something which you will not like, but the map is given by you, the parents. That's why I say 97% times parents are the force behind their failure. And 3% they are force behind their success. Because the way they do or react to situation, the kids will do the same thing. Okay, so that is what the paradigm is all about. So it is mindset basically. and it is a setting of mind. Abhi dekho, what I want to ask you now, this will be shocking to you. Now exercise, you know placebo effect.
Yeah.
So placebo is not. No, there was a doctor. He had gone to some movie, and his wife started saying कि मेरा सर दुख रहा है. Then he gave one goli to her and said कि अपने मुंह में रखना, खाना मत. So she kept it here, and no, her pain gone. In the interval, she said, "Good, दवाई अच्छी थी, लेकिन कुछ नहीं था, शर्ट का बटन था वो." So it was a placebo. So most of the medicines also a placebo. Now you will be shocked with this, that exercise also is a placebo. Do you believe this? That somebody is running 1 kilometer, is it placebo?
I do not know, because as I understand, body is made for movement and it must move. Now you're moving as a placebo, you're moving as a...
Sometimes
I wouldn't be able to relate, because my whole question would, in a layman's term, what is paradigm? In a layman's thinking.
What is?
Paradigm. In a layman, what is paradigm? Is it the mindset? Is it thought process? Or it is to analyze with experience, without experience? I mean, it's something which has not gone in exactly.
Paradigm is the way we think about things.
Anything.
And it's like everything will have some paradigm about that. We talk about, somebody says Kashmir will have some paradigm. Somebody says exam will have paradigm. So all those are set maps about particular things, or maybe the way we look at things.
Advanced man.
Advanced map, whatever. Like if you see, now in this case, what I want to explain you is, in US they did one exercise where they took 84 this hotel females, do cleaning and all that. So 84 females they selected across 17 hotels. Just to prove this, they have done this. Now those females were doing a lot of physical work, like cleaning and mopping and all those things. Now they were asked, do you exercise? So they said, we don't exercise. So their mindset was, they don't exercise. And they were doing it for 8 hours. Was that not exercise? But that was exercise. But they never thought, they thought it's my work, it is my work. So they never connected this with exercise. Now see what happened. Now what they did was, they, out of that 84, they made them into 2 groups, 42. Now one batch, 42 females, they showed a presentation to them, 15-minute presentation, where they explained what they are doing, how that is the exercise. So if you are cleaning a floor, what muscle movements you are making, how it is burning your fat, this and that, in detail they were told. This is what happened. And other 42, they were not told. And then they were separated. They went into, all these 42 were in particular hotels and they were in different hotels. And after 21 days, they again came, and their bodies were better, who were told that this is exercise. So they had taken some parameters, they improved for better. Now here they remained static, because here, that is why they say it is placebo.
That is a manual exercise. Mind is connected. Because they knew.
They started thinking, what I am doing is exercise. Even medicine also, we say, ये doctor के पास मुझे ज़्यादा भरोसा है, because भरोसा है, that is why we take that medicine thinking he is going to cure me. So it is not that medicine, it is your faith in that medicine. Like Hanuman's power came not from himself, his faith on Ram gave him power. His faith on Rama gave him the power, what he did. That power even Ram didn't have. Like I always say that the stone was thrown. No, he put Ram there and threw the stone. He had belief and faith in Ram's name, that the stone floated. Ram didn't have belief in himself, so he tried to do that, it sank. So it is about faith. Ram said, "Aisa kaisa hoga na?" There has to be some, like, Ram was logical. So this guy was illogical, but faith is illogical. So I believe in you, I have faith in you. So in this, that is what exercise they did. There was one more experiment was done somewhere in Italy, where there was a particular operation, on the same operation, a very complicated operation on 2 patients. So after the anesthesia wears off, it used to pain a lot. So one patient was told that we are giving you anesthesia and one more, I forgot the name of that medicine, which will take care of your pain. It will pain after the anesthesia wears off, but it will not be so severe because of this, what I am administering you. And the same was given to other guy also, but he was not told. He was told, I am giving you anesthesia, once you come out there, it will pain, but okay, you will come out of that. Now this guy, both these people had same medication, and then they actually, there was a graph which I have seen. that the person who was told his pain was like this, virtually going down drastically, and that pain, his graph was bit upper one. So that guy didn't believe that I have painkiller. So it is like placebo only. It is not a medicine. It is a belief in that medicine. There was one more exercise experiment which was done, that there were two football teams, and they were, one team was made to practice for 1 hour, and other team was asked to close their eyes and practice in the mind. And then the match happened. They both played equally well, because they were asked to do, whatever you are practicing every day, today and for few days, don't practice physically, practice mentally. Just close your eyes and
Yeah, that explains shadow boxing.
shadow boxing. And in fact, they checked their muscle movements and this and that. Everything was happening. It was after that period of half an hour, the muscles were also tight, as if they have ran around here. So it is like that. So exercise also may be placebo. But paradigm is clear to you, or still your.
Not 100%.
So that should be anything. Please ask me if I can. If I can.
Very honest, it is not penetrated totally.
See, no, you can give me. You can ask me with some example, like we'll be able to
No,
talk
not
about.
an example like whatever I heard now is that you change your mindset. Now to change the mindset, you have to have a predominated idea of how to. Otherwise you go by the same way. As those 40 women are working, they are doing their duty, other 40 women are working, but it's an exercise. So you see the whole concept changes. The work is the same, they are doing the same, but the concept is not there. The exercise concept is not there in the other.
Yeah, right. So same thing, like yeah, tell me.
So I mean, in that case, now the ones whose concept is not there of this exercise, what would be the paradigm thinking in that particular issue?
Yeah, their paradigm is that I am not exercising.
So,
There is a paradigm everywhere. Like attitude can be good or bad, but there is attitude. Attitude is with everybody. Everybody has some attitude. It may be good or bad. Here again, that if you see the X and Y thing which I was thinking or telling you, like we are thinking about particular thing in a certain way, certain paradigm. That is say X, and the other way is say Y. I don't believe in that. So whenever I am looking at something, like suppose suppose my salary is 1 lakh rupees. So if I look at somebody who is drawing 10 lakh rupees, I will not accept. I will say kuch jhol karta hoga, or he must have done something or whatever. So generally people say no, they undermine that person. So they don't generally accept that this somebody is having say 1,000 crore. So people wonder how he can have that kind of wealth. So because his paradigm is said that one cannot have 1,000 crore in his lifetime. Like how can one earn? Because he is earning say 50,000 a month. So he cannot even imagine what he is doing. So the only thing is, if this man who is earning lesser, if he changes his paradigm, in the sense the way he looks at money should change, then the money will start coming to him. Like people say कि पैसा क्यों नहीं आता, but they behave in a way that is always kind of conjuice. So they will only cut corners always. So they are actually sending a signal. The paradigm is I don't have money, scarcity paradigm. So the scarcity will always remain scarcity, that they will not get. So anything, if somebody wants to achieve in life, his thinking about that problem should change. Then the problem will change. That is what I want to say. So paradigm is the way we think.
So is that a progressive way of thinking? Or say मेरे को करोड़ का गाड़ी चाहिए, मेरे को 10 करोड़ का चाहिए. He should change that attitude in order that attitude should be mentally changed.
Yes.
Not only change, you start believing
Make
in it.
things
No,
possible.
Yeah.
but he has to make a change that okay, I'm looking for a lakh, I'm looking for 10 lakhs. So you see the alternative is strong than 1 lakh to 10 lakhs. Would that also be a paradigm in thinking? Because he's making a shift himself.
His
The whole
par-
idea is to shift.
It's another way to say that we close our mind for
to
new
that
ideas,
possibility.
new possibilities.
Yeah.
So that is the
So
our mindset.
alternative progress has to be in the mind to think more on it.
Yeah, and not only it can be suddenly also. Like one has to take himself to that level of accepting that. Now it is not easy. Like suppose somebody is earning 1 lakh rupees. If you tell him that next month onwards, try to get 10 lakh rupees per month. You go and search a job which will give 10 lakh rupees. His mind will not accept. That means his paradigm will not accept. Paradigm will say you are not worth it. So,
मिलेगा नहीं.
मिलेगा नहीं.
मिलेगा नहीं.
Akshay Kumar was earning 5,000 rupees a month teaching karate to kids. One fine day somebody had come, the kid's father said, he was model coordinator. He said, what you are doing here? You come here, I will give you, you look good, so why don't you model? He said, आता हूँ. तो उसने, he called him for 3 hours and the photos were taken and he was given 21,000 for 3 hours. He was shocked. So maybe his thinking was that I'm worth something, and then see what I don't know what was his thinking, but after he got 21,000 in 3 hours, his paradigm shift happened.
Saw that shift.
And then he started, why not? If I'm spending 30 days for 5,000, I'm doing something wrong. So his paradigm shifted from 5,000 to 21,000 in 3 hours. So somebody is getting 5,000 in 30 days, shifted his paradigm to 21,000 in 3 hours. So that is why he went up. 16 movies flopped continuously, sequentially. He is a bigger failure than Amitabh Bachchan. But he kept on going, and he is today where he is today. So it is all paradigm shift is we have to, in a nutshell, we have to believe that that particular thing which I want, I deserve that.
Is reachable and I can do.
I can do that. And this is mine. I know I can, same with health or anything. So unless we think that is unattainable, because your paradigm is saying no, you will not get it.
That is why in many cancer patients, that will to survive and possibility, they have survived.
Yes.
They have survived.
There was one example where that person, he had cancer or something, and he kept on watching comedy movies. You must have read.
What it is called?
Moore. So if he keeps on,
Remember the name.
yeah. So the happiness is health, like I said, he was laughing at. So now the exercise, this is one they have experimented. There are 2-3 other things also where they try to understand whether medicines really help. And if your medicines are given, but if your paradigm is not accepting that, you will not get result. But even if the placebo is, the button is given,
Sorry,
short button.
Anatomy of an illness by Norman Cousin.
Okay, in that
He
book.
has survived through cancer.
Okay.
With C vitamin and laughter.
Laughter.
And will.
So people have done that. So that is what.
This placebo can turn into miracle.
Yes, it can. It is again a mindset. Miracle.
No, even the tablet.
Louis Hay who suffered
How
from
is
उनका बीमारी ही खत्म होगा वो टेबलेट लेने के बाद.
Now again, see, miracle is something which we don't believe will happen, and it happens. See, we are alive. There is a miracle, but we think okay, it's going. मतलब चलता है उसमें. You are taken for granted.
It can be treated as a miracle.
Which one?
Yeah, placebo.
Okay, it is miracle if we don't know. See, now today I just dial something, and somebody who is 5,000 miles away picks up the phone, and I talk to him. It is a miracle. But today we understand the technology behind that, so we say it is not a miracle. It is okay. It is logical. So when we don't know the logic behind it, we call it miracle. So if I understand the logic, I will say it is logical. What is great in that?
I got the concept of that.
So it is about see, logic and magic, they are exclusive. So once you suspend logic, magic will happen, because logic will not allow you to go for magic. Sorry.
What about in Ramayana? This Vanar Sena, monkey force, thrown this
Stones.
stone and become the bridge.
Bridge.
Can it be treated like a placebo or a miracle or what?
Okay, I'll tell you now. There is new way of bricks have come. I forgot the name. They call it AAC or something like that. Those bricks are much lighter in weight than the normal brick, and there are so many advantages. I will maybe next time I will come with the details. And those bricks float. So that day I saw the presentation of that person who explained what those bricks are, and he is into that business of he's selling those bricks to business. They are lighter in weight and things like that. They are stronger and stuff. So and they float also. So he was saying this technology Hanuman used so many years back. Now we have come. Now when you see, I will give you the technology. You can Google it. Now you will see this is what happening. Now this has not become miracle anymore. So if that, maybe Hanuman must have used that. I don't know. He just around Ram
Stones available, light stones.
and they float.
That is why that Pushpak Viman and all this.
Even Pushpak was,
We don't know.
we don't know. We were thinking how it is. So it is basically the people who create successes, they suspend logic. So if you tell them it is not possible, they will say, "Dekh lunga, hoga." And if there are some people who will say, "Okay, if you are saying it is not possible, I will make sure it is possible."
And that is why invention is possible.
Absolutely. All inventions.
That this is possible.
All inventions have challenged the status quo. So how, why? Let us go beyond this. Let us go beyond this. So that time when they were thinking of that invention, that was miracle, and then they converted that miracle to reality. If you think closely, now these Wright brothers, they wanted metal to fly along with people. So that was miracle, but they worked hard towards that miracle and made it logically real and made it a reality. So that is what success is called, progressive realization of worthy goal. Success is progressive realization of a worthy goal. So you have a goal, worthy goal, you want to achieve this for mankind, this is going to help mankind. So progressively you are achieving. So first thing, that map has to be there. All the successes happen first here. Like Taj Mahal was built here, then on paper, then on the soil, on the where Agra. So if this was not here, it wouldn't have been possible. So first it has to, that is what map is all about. So it comes here, there is a map. So you are putting a paradigm for Taj Mahal in your mind. So paradigm is fixed. This is what I have made. That's the paradigm, and then he actually implemented that. So if the paradigm is not accepting that you are going to do that, you will not be able to do that. If the paradigm is not accepting that you are healthy, and the problem is when you go to any hospital, the doctors and nurses, everybody is just telling him and changing his paradigm to illness. कैसे हो, क्या problem हुआ, and the person will keep on telling. So again the paradigm shifts to illness, and he sees all around people are just struggling with illness. How can he come out? Because his paradigm is again and again brought back to illness. So even if you go to meet him, you will ask him, suppose he has met with accident. We talk about the accident.
Same dialogue again.
Again and he has to repeat the whole thing. In fact, he should record it and say, सुनो उसको जाके बाद में. Don't ask me now.
मेरे सामने नहीं, बाहर गए.
हाँ, बात नहीं सुनो. मैं एक बार record करके WhatsApp कर दूँ सबको. This is what happened. Because if he repeats that, he is shifting the paradigm again. That is what is.
Idea अच्छा है.
है कि नहीं? So anybody, in fact, there are hospitals in US. They tell the person who is trying to meet somebody that don't talk about illness there.
Yeah.
Don't talk nonsense. Talk about how he was earlier. Talk about health, happiness, prosperity. Don't talk about this illness. Okay. Now there is one more thing. Like if you see stress. Now there are people who say stress is good. Somebody will say stress is bad. What is your opinion?
It is
It depends on
good up to certain level.
It depends.
Good stress also has the same pattern
Say.
on the body. Good stress also has the same effect as a bad
You
stress.
stress and
No stress.
See, if we don't have stress, we will not get up from the bed at all.
You can't change your paradigm.
Stress will make you change.
अभी ऑफिस में टाइमिंग है 8:30 को पहुंचना है, otherwise late. That is the stress.
Way to look
Otherwise
stress.
we will not get up.
Yeah. See now, if you see
Use stress.
stress, what is called?
Use
Use
You
stress.
stress
You
and
stress.
distress.
This you're right.
Look at stress differently.
The pain is
It
there.
can be good and it could be bad.
Yeah, it is like this one. You know, they call it now. If you take like this, this is you stress and this is distress. This is the cutting point. So if you see, if you put pressure on somebody, the performance goes up. This is performance, and this is stress. But this is you stress, and this is distress. So beyond a point, he breaks down, and then the performance starts to go down. So the leader knows how much pressure to put. The manager will keep the pressure here and then see the performance coming down. The leader will stop here, that I cannot go beyond this point. Or if he is putting more pressure, he will also put some good words also. Chalo raat ko baithte kahin and all that. He will make sure that everything is sorted out. So this stress is again good or bad, depends on your paradigm. So how you are taking it. Otherwise, it is somebody for there are some people who thrive under stress. Like Steve Waugh. If you read his book, Out of My Comfort Zone, he said whenever I used to find 6 wickets down and we are staring at defeat, it used to motivate me. And I have always gone and won the match for Australia. Otherwise, he used to, if you see his record, when things are going right, he used to be out very early. Because if there was no stress, he didn't have motivation to play. He हो रहा है सब कुछ 400 पे 3, then what to do? What should I go and do? But when he used to see his back to the corner, he used to fight.
So they see that situation as challenging.
Challenging. Like it is said that Sachin Tendulkar, while chasing, didn't make so many runs than when he was batting first. So when batting first, he didn't have stress because he was opening. So he had another 10 people coming. But batting second and chasing something, you have stress. So basically, kite flies against the wind. The people who are real performers or champions, they fight against that stress. So that stress is something which they use for motivating themselves to the next level. Otherwise, it is said, no, whether you are a glass shatters with hammer, but the steel gets forged. The hammer shatters the glass and forges the steel. So what you are, we are glass or steel, that is what happened. And glass or steel will depend on paradigm. Glass is glass because the glass thinks I am brittle like this. And the steel thinks I am the best, nothing can go wrong. So it is how that paradigm. So again, same thing with health or wealth or anything. The paradigm, instead of trying to solve the problem from outside, we have to first understand and go back our mind and find out what is my map about this particular thing. If I look at Mercedes, what is my feeling more? Like somebody was sitting with me, he said, I cannot afford the tire of this Mercedes. So his mindset was, I am worthless. I don't deserve this. That was his mindset. So he will never get Mercedes. Even if he becomes crorepati, Mercedes will not come to him. Because he has to believe that he deserves it. People say, no, success comes to us. It is not like that. We go to success. We go to success. And when we say, like I'm sitting in a train and if I go and say, Churchgate aa gaya, Churchgate kidhar aa gaya? Main Churchgate aa gaya. So I have come to Churchgate. So Churchgate has not come to me. So but people say Churchgate aa gaya because they are sitting, na? They think, "Arey, main to kuch kiya hi nahi." But the driver was doing something. Churchgate aa gaya. So the mindset is what driver is setting up. We always say that, na? Ye aa gaya, Mahad aa gaya, Churchgate. Matlab wherever we travel also.
English will say I've reached Churchgate.
हाँ।
But in Hindi it is a
आ गया वो आ गया जैसे नारियल कोयते पे नहीं आया कोयता नारियल पे आता है वैसा
Because I am stationary, the stations are passing.
So actually what that person has done is he has gone and sat in the train which is going in that direction. So ideally one should find out that map is the train going in that direction. So if I understand which is that train which goes to Churchgate, I will reach Churchgate. But if I don't know that, then I will go anywhere that I am not in control. Churchgate नहीं आएगा, कभी नहीं आएगा. And then people will keep on thinking कि क्या problem है. Then they कभी नहीं आएगा. And then तो ऐसा बोलते हैं ना कि डर के आगे जीत है और बॉम्बे में बोलते हैं कि दादर के आगे सीट है कोई ना कोई तो उड़ जाएगा तो दादर का एक सीट है तो इस तरह से और चर्चगेट आ गया तो दिस इज व्हाट आई वांटेड टू टेल यू सो आप अपना पैराडाइम वो इस तरह से सेट करो दैट व्हाटएवर यू वांट विल गेट टोटली एंड कम एंड सिट ऑन योर लैप एंड यू विल बी सक्सेसफुल ठीक है थैंक यू वेरी मच थैंक यू